View here of the exposed facility for the Japanese Kibo complex of the station, floating about 224 miles above the southern Pacific Ocean, and just moving into the daylight portion of the space shuttle and space station's orbit around the Earth. That facility is going to act as kind of a porch for the Kibo complex, allowing science experiments to be left outside and exposed to the environment of space so that scientists on the ground can study the effects that space environment has on the experiments. 3 experiments were brought up inside the shuttle's cargo bay aboard a logistics module that are going to be transferred using the Japanese robotic arm later in the mission. That will be the first time on Flight Day 9 that the Japanese robotic arm is used with actual loads on it. It's been up at the International Space Station since STS-124, but has only been tested so far and not actually used to move things. And here inside the Space Shuttle Flight Control Room, the robotics officer has confirmed that the Space Shuttle robotic arm has grappled onto the exposed facility. That means that both robotic arms now have a hold on it.
Looking good there, Tim.
Thanks.
Space Station robotic arm has now let go of the exposed facility, and the Space Shuttle robotic arm has hold. Meanwhile, Mission Specialist Dave Wolf is working still on that CETA cart, tying down the brake handles to keep it from interfering with the port cellar alpha rotary joint.
The procedure would have you ingress the truss and install the DRTs. Yep.
The DRT that was just mentioned by the spacewalkers is the detent release tool that I mentioned earlier as they begin working or getting ready to work on that deployment of the cargo attachment system. One of the first things they'll do is actually install that tool, or 2 of them, onto the attachment system. The installation of it should help clear the jam, and then the next step will be for them to actually unfold the attachment system into its final position. They're also planning to unfold a similar attachment system on the starboard side of the space station. That one was also originally planned for the STS-119 mission and did not get done because of the problems that the spacewalkers ran into with this attachment system.
Depress prongs, gauge the tool pins into the detent holes until they soft dock. Once you do that, you verify it's installed with a wiggle test and verify that the tongs are out. Welcome. Okay, I'm starting with the inboard one. I believe it is in soft dock. Ready to proceed. by turning the collar. Yes, it's counterclockwise. It's lefty-sighty. Rotate knob counterclockwise until approximately 7 turns. And a reminder, the silver triangle mark will be visible. Copy. Can work. F6. I saw the pop. How do you feel the pop? There's 6.5. There's 7. I see them spreading. The tongues spreading. I believe it has done what we intend on the inboard hinge. All the 7 turns complete. Nicely done, Dave. Moving to the outboard. All right, it's in soft dock. All right, Dave, nice. And it'll be 7 turns again. And let's pay particular attention if you feel free spinning till 5, just like the other one. Okay. Tim, just take your time getting in position. Okay, I'm in a good position now. You want competitive? I'm not, thank you. Local feather. Thank you. Your hands may get full here with moving stuff in a moment. Good call. Okay, over to you guys for rotation of the knob. There we go. It's so free initially that it wants to actually go back clockwise. I have to hold it counterclockwise. You know, it's more than free, it's actually pulling back. Sunrise. So just a little, 2.5. It's free still. Three. Little pop at 4. Little resistance at 4.
Endeavor
More
Houston,
resistance at 5. Stand by, Aki. Okay, it doesn't want. I don't want. At 5, the resistance went way up. All right, Dave. Houston has some words for us. Why don't we stop right there at 5? Go ahead, Houston.
Yeah, just a quick tag up about the limiting consumables. Tim, Lyle, 6 hours PET. Dave, oxygen, 7 plus 45.
Thanks. Okay, Dave, proceed. I have a recommendation. I took torque limit, well calibrated. I don't know if we're free right now or not, but I see that the outboard hinge, the inboard tongue of the outboard hinge has not gone all the way. Tim ought to rattle this thing a little. Let me try that. So let's let them concur a moment. I want him to move it a little while I apply a little torque. Are you sure that the that tongue is in the soft dock? So we need to be sure of that. So if that doesn't work, I would recommend we go back clockwise all the turns and reinstall. Yeah, that's what I think we should do now. Let's talk to Houston about that. Houston, one of the 2 tongues is not all the way outboard, and we're thinking back it out, soft dock, and then try again from a count of 0.
Houston concurs with the plan.
No wiggling, huh? Dave, I can tell just climbing on this that it's still very stiff. All right, let's go clockwise all the way again. All right, Dave, we're going to position to pull down on the whole structure. Give it both directions, Tim. More of it jarring each direction. I don't know which way it's jammed. Go ahead and start. That freed it. Just turn